back to Pancakes and Pandemonium. We're like on the road to recovery. I've been kind of figuring out things. I'm a little stronger. I can like stand on my foot and kind of get things done. I still need quite a bit of help. So I thought today I'd bring you guys with me. I'm gonna just throw some dinner in the crock pot. It probably won't be like a normal like recipe that I show you guys, but like I'll kind of show you what I'm doing and thinking. And it's going to be super easy. And then I thought later today when the girls got home, I asked on Instagram and I asked on the YouTube community and on Facebook, because Instagram links to Facebook, if you had any questions about my recovery. And I got several and narrowed it down to 10 that I think cover the basics. So I thought we would do a Q&A. How does that sound? Tell you guys how I'm doing, how I'm healing, more details, answer your questions. How does that sound? Okay, apparently the corn queso got eaten, which is great. I'm not sure why I thought, I think Lance saw takeout containers from the restaurant Gracie works at and thought it was that, because obviously I haven't been up, I haven't been checking. Lance was like, I think that corn queso is still in the fridge and needs to be used. So I like planned a quick dinner around it. And I saw spicy noodles in there, so, which do need to get eaten. They send Gracie home with lunch every day after her shift. But that's okay, like easily adaptable. Our chicken in there, I put some garlic. This is just frozen onions that I got for convenience for meals like this. And then we're gonna throw in this Trader Joe's roasted corn, since the corn queso is gone, which we like it when food gets eaten. I'm just gonna stick to the plan. And there's about probably like 1.5 pounds, I estimated, of rotisserie chicken. And then we're just gonna put in, I am out of cream of chicken soup apparently. So we're gonna put in this big can of cream of mushroom soup and this one small can of cream of chicken. And then we're gonna put in like a tablespoon of better than bouillon and a can of water. And then we're gonna put in 2 things of green chilies. So we're gonna add these things. Alex got the water for us. So it's just gonna be like a faux green chili, chicken and corn chowder. And then we'll shred cheese. I'll probably put some slices of American cheese in there too, just for that kind of, creamy, extra creamy, cheesy flavor. And we'll probably drizzle in some heavy cream as well. Oh, and we're gonna put in the equivalent of a ranch packet as well, which is 3 tablespoons. If you're new to my videos, I tend to do kind of like a stock up at Sam's or Costco, and then occasionally Trader Joe's once a month. And then I do stock up hauls from Smith's, which is my local Kroger affiliate. And then, we'll pick stuff up as needed, like in between. We call them like the in-between grocery shopping trips at, Walmart, if we don't have it in the pantry. Most of my dinners are based on what is in my pantry and freezer. And so we have flavor profiles and things that we like. And so that tends to be, of course, what I buy. And then occasionally we've got some random stuff, or we bought something to try. But generally it's pretty easy to put a dinner together that I know everybody's gonna like, because even if there's some slight variables, it's real similar. They're always pretty similar in similar dinners. But it is almost lunchtime, so we're just gonna let this cook on high the rest of the day and eat it for dinner. The only thing I'm missing, I think we're gonna add, Alex forgot to grab it, we're gonna add a can of fire roasted tomatoes to this as well. All right, Alex could only find crushed, not diced, but it's okay. It's gonna be a delicious dinner. It's gonna cook all day. We're gonna add some cheese later and some heavy cream. and we have tortilla chips up in the pantry, everyone's gonna be happy. Okay, I added a taco seasoning packet to this because I came in about an hour ago and tasted it. I just felt like it needed a little bit more and I didn't want to go through everything. If you've seen, I've made Christine's potato soup quite a few times. We love it. Christine as in Frugal Fit Mom. And one of the things she does is she adds like 10 slices of American cheese, and it's just so good. You just kind of get that cheesy background. We'll also add some cheddar to this. Well, we'll either add cheddar or we'll shred cheddar and then like TBD. But I'm putting some cheese on there to like melt in, and it's just gonna be a yummy hearty soup. Temperatures are slowly starting to dip here. It's actually been kind of a warm October. Actually, no, not kind of. It's been a very warm October. I believe I was reading a couple days ago, it's like the warmest October on record. But it's starting to dip into like the 70s, 80s and 70s, and it's Utah. It's inevitably going to be cold. So, you know, we're enjoying it while we can. But, you know, it still feels like fall. And we want all of those good hearty flavors and soups and roasts, and tomorrow I'm doing a really yummy roast too. Right, it's 2:15. Kids are gonna be home in an hour, and it's gonna be dinner time in a couple hours, and this is gonna hit the spot. All right, we have about an hour and a half until dinner, and I am working on these skewers. We're doing a 10-year-old birthday bouquet for Amelia. Her birthday's next week. So I've just kind of been working on the pieces today. Gracie's going to do like some Pokemon art on just a white craft bag from Dollar Tree. And so we got her like some of her favorite candies, $10, and we're gonna put what is it, floral foam, just Dollar Tree floral foam in the bottom of the bag, and we're gonna make like a little bouquet for her birthday next week. So I thought while I'm working on these, we would address that Q&A I talked about this morning. I've had questions. I started having questions kind of filtering in when I had posted. And then I put up a prompt on Instagram and on the community and had some people reach out. So I thought we'd answer questions and I'd tell y'all more like what happened. How does that sound? So Gracie's filming and Emily has the questions behind us. So we're ready when you are, kiddo.
Okay. What actually happened?
Okay, so what actually happened was I was walking to the bathroom. Lance and I, he's been out of school. When he gets off work after we do dinner and family time and everything, we have been watching a show together because it's been 18 months of him getting home from work, eating dinner, and starting school. So, you know, it's just kind of nice to have that time back. And back in like March or April, we were having issues. Our fridge went out last winter. It got replaced. And this fridge, while it's a used fridge, it's a newer fridge than the last model that had been down here. And it's just an old house, you know, and the breaker that the fridge is on kept tripping. We had actually lost food in our fridge once, and then it went out and we caught it. And then we thought we got it situated, and then it went out again in March or April. And the wall adjacent where you guys see me cook and do my crock pot, it's a different circuit breaker. And so Lance just rushed. He had the thought to plug the fridge into that wall. And, you know, we kind of like, you know, we let our landlords know like that's what was going on, but everybody's had a lot going on. And so it's been plugged, you know, across the kitchen, which, I mean, it's, you guys see me cook in that space. It's not huge. Never has been an issue, has never bothered anyone. Nobody's even semi-tripped on it before. And I cut through the kitchen that night and was talking to Ryan. He was cleaning the kitchen, and just the one and last time, like I typically walk around the house in flip-flops, and it was kind of slightly raised or whatever had happened, and I just hit it just right and flew forward and felt it like pop and everything, like in the process of, and yeah, it was a whole situation. But I just tripped on an extension cord walking and talking, basically.
Do you have crutches?
Yes, they gave me crutches in the emergency room, and it's my dominant foot, and I know it's shocking, but I'm, almost in my mid-40s, and I know, like it's just not working, and we were kind of iffy about him because we were like, I'm gonna hurt myself again. I have zero balance. And the very first doctor's appointment, we took them with us, and the doctor was like, let me see you on crutches. And I was like, okay. And Lance helped me get up on them, and I took like one kind of wobbly step forward, and he was like, no, I don't want you on those. You're gonna get hurt again. And I was like, oh, that's kind of what we thought. so like I have a wheelchair for when we go out, and I've stayed pretty like centralized, at home in this space, my desk, and then just the little ugly love seat right outside this door in my dining room you guys see me on. So we omitted crutches pretty early on in this adventure.
Are you getting around at all?
Actually, this week I am. Just little tiny bits, but mostly we've been using an office chair, not my white office chair, but like a little red one, and it doesn't have arms. And so like if I need to leave the room for anything and to like come out and be with the family when the kids are home from school most days, somebody just comes and I kind of maneuver on that and get to where I need to go. And then when, as I was saying before, like if we're leaving the house, because it's not really, the space in here isn't really conducive to a wheelchair. But when we leave the house, I have a wheelchair that we found at a thrift store, which, just amazing timing. But we found at a local thrift store here called DI for $30. And so when I go to the doctor and we're doing like stuff like that, when I popped out to go to Dollar Tree last weekend to pick up some of this stuff, we use a wheelchair.
Why are you not using crutches?
We explain that with the, do I have crutches? So that's why, because I will inevitably, with my amazing lack of coordination, I would hurt myself again.
If it's broken, why no cast?
Well, my doctor said because of where the breaks are, they're in the metatarsal and then in the joint. So they don't typically, those are hard to cast, think your toes and stuff typically stick out of a cast. So it's not really conducive to this type of injury. For stability, he had thought about casting me since it's the top of my foot, but ultimately decided not to because it's way more comfortable and it's more sanitary, and I have actually, with this type of injury, more stability in a boot. How long? So this is a 12-week recovery, which I'm lucky because if it had been surgery, it would have extended. It would have been a lot longer, and I didn't end up needing surgery. But 12 weeks, 8 weeks of non-weight bearing, and then the last 4 weeks we'll start a plan of, the doctor said, of putting weight on my foot and walking more.
Will you actually be walking on November 8th?
So I won't be like, you know, walking around Target for, you know, a couple hours or anything like that, is my understanding. But yes, as of November 8th, we will start the plan of moving and walking and putting more weight on my foot and rebuilding strength and stuff.
Okay, last one. How are you doing and how is the healing process going?
I am doing really good. The healing process is going amazing. Like I said, I didn't need surgery, just everything, you know, like, yes, it was broken in 4 places, but typically, especially the metatarsals and toes and those types of bones, they separate and they move. And that's why you hear so many instances of people needing like pins and screws. And I didn't need any of that, which is just fan-freaking-tastic. Like, I just can't stress enough, like, how happy that made me. The first week, I was in a lot of pain, probably the first like 4 or 5 days. And then it settled down. As I, you know, kind of do a little bit more, I find like, you know, I've kind of like stood up in the kitchen making food today. And so I find like I'm kind of really tired on those days. Like the day I went out to Dollar Tree, that day, Andrea, because we're good friends, I've said this a million times, so if you've been with me, you know, but you know, new viewers, we know our landlords and their daughter and grandkids that live with them. We know them really well and have known them for years. Like, we just don't know, it's not like we've just gotten to know them. I've known this family for decades. And her dog got hurt in a freak accident Saturday when we were out. And so I spent some time with them. And so like I found Sunday, I was just wiped out, which is understandable. So, you know, stuff like that. But I mean, it's going remarkably well. And one of the things I plan on doing, we are anticipating some extra money coming in here soon. So I will do an energy balance, which always helps me just to kind of ensure. But I've kind of been doing things I've learned along the way from working with her. And of course, I'm working with my doctor too. And I couldn't, if this had to happen, I couldn't have asked for a better result and a better recovery. It's going really well. Okay, so that's it. So I'm gonna finish these, and like I said, Amelia's birthday's next week, so I can work on the other 2 candies later. Gracie's gonna go work on her bag because they're alcohol markers. So there's the drawing, and then there's the drawing time, and we'll show you the finished product in another video. But I got all the Smarties done, and I got the $10 done while I chatted with you guys. So thanks for keeping me company. We'll get these wrapped up and put away, and Lance should be walking through the door here soon, and it'll be dinner time. For soup, I did come in about an hour ago, and I added about 1.5 cups or so of heavy cream. So you can see it's lighter in color. But yeah, we're gonna serve it up like taco soup. It's kind of a creamy chicken tortilla soup. I know at the beginning I said chowder. I think it's definitely more of a chicken tortilla soup. We like cheese and sour cream. I know I put a ton of cheese in it, but of course there's more. Sour cream, and then we have some tortilla chips. All right, so we've done our Q&A. It is dinner time. So, oh, and I know I said I wasn't walking. You know, I'm rolling places I can stand. You know, came in the chair. I'm not really putting weight on my foot. It's all on my left side. So I'm not breaking any rules, but it is nice to like get up and stand up and do the things, start doing some of the things that I'm used to doing. But yeah, come November 8th, I'll actually be like moving around more. Right now I'm just transporting from space to space on the office chair and then like standing up and doing things, but we're getting there. So thanks for hanging out with us today. Do me a favor, if you haven't yet, like this video and subscribe, and Y'all come back for more pancakes and pandemonium. We'll see you soon. Bye.